Well, a continuing and ongoing problem is drugs, the sale of drugs, distribution in the area. I would like to explore, first of all, I distinguish the sale and distribution as opposed to possession. We see a lot of repeat offenders, possession. I would like to at least explore, I don't know if the resources are going to be there, the implementation of a drug court. The sale and distribution, I believe in strict enforcement, but I would like to see people who have a problem with, and of course the addictions lead to other crimes, and if there would be some kind of social intervention or drug court that could intervene early on, and if the people are willing to go through it, we could perhaps be a little more effective in the war, if you want to call it the war on drugs. I would also like to address either as an auxiliary or add-on to the drug court, we see a lot of people with mental health issues, and locking these people up without doing our best to see that they get whatever help from the resources that are available doesn't seem to deal with the issue long term. And those are two of the areas that I would like to get into. Obviously, violent crime continues to be a problem, and that can only be dealt with, in my opinion, through strict enforcement. If there are violent offenders, particularly repeat violent offenders, we need to seek the stiffest penalties we can under the law to protect the citizens. Right now, I think that Mr. Spencer is doing a good job staffing his office. I believe that the positions are all filled with competent attorneys in the roles that they're playing. I'm not sure that I would make any major changes in the personnel at all, or perhaps shifting of some responsibilities, but nothing major. I think Mr. Spencer's done a good job putting the office together that's there now. I wouldn't mind seeing decriminalization of minor possession of marijuana charges. I would like to explore a deferred prosecution program for first offenders who commit felonies of a nonviolent nature but don't fit into the niche of drug court or mental health. I know there's a program that's been implemented in Cook County, and I've gotten some information on that. And again, I'd like to explore something like that that would keep records clean, particularly of young people in a non-violent situation. Tagging them with a felony conviction early in their life can make things extremely difficult. I believe in giving people a chance. Of course, this would be only first offenders. In a deferred prosecution situation, they'd be put on a strict probation type. They'd be required to perhaps attend classes, meet regularly with probation officers, and if they successfully did what they were supposed to do, at the end of the day, the case against them would end up being dismissed, and they could avoid the record. But at the same time, they would have undergone a penalty phase in the sense that they'd have to go through the strict probation type thing. And again, the implementation of any of these programs that I mentioned would be, of course, after discussion with the chief, with the judges in the county, to get their input and feeling, and of course we'd have to see what resources would be available to implement those programs. In a word, experience. I've been practicing law since November of 1985. I spent several years in Chicago practicing law. I graduated from John Marshall Law School, where I went full-time at night and had a full-time job. During the time I went to law school, I started as a claims adjuster with an insurance company, and by the time I graduated law school, I had been in a supervisory position where I was supervising a claims management unit. where I had 5 professionals working for me, several administrators. So I believe that gives me some administrative background. As I said, I practiced law for a couple of years in Chicago before I came out here to Rock Falls, where I was in a law firm for about 20 years, practicing general litigation, personal injury work, criminal work, some divorce work, and of course there I became partner and was partner for a while, and again was involved in the management and hiring, firing of people in the law office. When I left there, the opportunity to join the state's attorney's office came up. That was in August of 2007. I had graduated from Western Illinois with a degree in law enforcement administration, had always had a desire to get into law enforcement, and my career path just didn't allow it, and the opportunity came up in 2007 with Mr. Spencer, and it was an opportunity to get into that area. Since then, I've been prosecuting felony crimes, and I have also, because of my civil experience, acted as the counsel for the county board, doing research and answering questions for various county officers, reviewing contracts, labor issues, things like that, along with Mr. Spencer. I graduated from Western with a law enforcement administration degree, had always thought about becoming a police officer. However, I had taken several tests in western suburbs around Chicago. I was on several lists, but I happened to have left my wife-to-be at Western, and once she got done, a year behind me, we decided to get married, which necessitated taking a job as soon as possible. So I ended up in the insurance industry for a few years before I believe there was a 2-year gap between my college graduation and entry into law school. And during the time I was working for the insurance company, I saw that the law could be applied in a lot of situations other than simply criminal, and I decided I was going to go to law school at that point. I believe that my experience would make me the best candidate in the office, and right now, of course, the people of Whiteside County deserve the best candidates they can have in any of the open positions.